Hey friends, I think we are going to get started here. If anybody joins in, then they'll join in a few minutes late and they'll continue on where we are at. So everybody, once again, Brian and Lexi are excited to have each of you here with our monthly Unified Champion Schools programs. And some of you have been participating in this program over the last several months, and you've been receiving some pretty cool equipment items. And been learning about different sports rules and how to keep your bodies moving and keep your bodies healthy. And so that's our goal in this, friends, is to be able to just continue to give the students, the Special Olympics Iowa Unified and athletes across Iowa the opportunities to be active. And we want to continue to provide you opportunities to keep moving and provide opportunities just to continue to make friends and learn more about youth leadership. And so we're excited to have you all here again today. Lexi Lou?
Yes, I will just echo what Brian said. We always enjoy seeing all of these familiar faces. And again, for anyone that's not able to be on this call, this is a hello to everyone watching this after the fact. We appreciate your participation in this as well. And we have another exciting day of activities for you all.
Where's Emily?
Absolutely. So as you all know, we've got some exciting things coming up here in the next couple of weeks, especially at the very beginning of March. You might be familiar with what's called Respect Week. And that's an incredible platform that allows students and teachers, but especially the students like yourselves, to be advocates for individuals with intellectual disabilities, to be able to stand up to your school and promote the importance of inclusion. That's what Respect Week is all about. It's really just an opportunity for you as students, unified partners and Special Olympics athletes to stand up and say, this is why we think inclusion of people of all abilities is important. And so what I'm going to do, friends, we're going to tie in the conversation of the upcoming Respect Week. We're going to tie that into the conversation of youth leaders. As you know, we always like to start and we like to invite some student youth leaders from our Unified Champion Schools in Iowa to lead conversation. And I have asked some students who are from the community of Linn-Mar High School, to join us today to talk to you about their experiences with Respect Week in the past and to maybe share ideas of what they might be doing this year for Respect Week in the virtual setting and in a socially distanced setting where maybe they won't be able to bring together huge groups of students. So they've got some fun ideas to share with you. I would like to invite our friends Haley, Grace, and Emily to join our call. Haley, Grace, and Emily, and we're going to unmute those individuals.
All right, Emily, want to get started?
Perfect. Yes, you guys, Grace and Emily. Yes.
Hey, well, hey everybody. I hope everybody's doing good during this whole pandemic and everybody's staying safe and healthy. We just wanted to talk about how student leaders can get involved in Inclusion Week and what Inclusion Week kind of looks for us at Linn-Mar, and hopefully we can give you some ideas about what we can be doing this upcoming Respect Week.
Yeah, so with all the changes happening, everything's going to look different this year, and there's no right way to take on the challenges. And so every school will look different, and kind of everybody can go with how their restrictions are made. But we want to first introduce ourselves.
So Haley, she wanted to say her name's Haley Draper. She's a senior at Linn-Mar, and she has been a Special Olympics athlete for 7 years. My name's Emily Heiner, and I'm also a senior at Linn-Mar, and I have been a unified partner for 4 years.
And my name is Grace, and I am also a senior at Linn-Mar, and I have been a unified partner for 4 years. Lexi, do you want to go to the next slide? Might have to click it a couple times.
There we are.
Yes.
Did I click it enough?
Oh, there's a couple transitions. Just to show you pointers.
And that is a wonderful picture.
Thank you.
What event was that at?
Track and field day.
Awesome.
Yes.
Audio.
Oh, we might have Miss Haley joining us.
We got it. But your camera's not on. So.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's what I'm
Let's
trying
try.
to figure it out.
There you go.
That took us like 50 minutes.
Now you got it.
That took us like 50 minutes, honestly.
Is Haley with us?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Haley,
Sorry.
Haley, we're on the
special-
second blue line, okay?
Yep.
This.
Read it, Jill.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. That hurt.
Second blue line, just read it.
My favorite Special Olympics memory was when I won a gold medal in 9th grade at track and field day.
My favorite Special Olympics memory would have to be going to all the winter games and dancing and having fun and doing things I never thought I'd really do, but it was always a blast.
My favorite memory was snowshoeing at Special Olympic Winter Games with my friends.
Okay, then it's my turn.
Okay, so when it comes to planning Respect Week, any activity, whether it's big or small, it can make a difference.
Is it my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ask others their likes or interests or likes. Sorry. If you see someone eating alone at lunch, invite them to eat with you at a safe distance, of course. Plan games or activities that are adaptable to all people of all abilities.
All right, so in the past, we were able to do some really fun interactive events to get everyone involved. While it may not look the same this year, we are going to explain how we can alter some ideas to make them work during COVID.
My turn. Some things we do during Respect Week are signing our pledge posters, making commercials for our school news, decorating our big building to remind others what Respect Week is all about. Something that we really liked doing last year was putting positive words on the stairs to remind people that they are appreciated and included in our school.
And on to our next slide. We have a few examples of our commercials in the past that we've done.
Can you all hear that?
No.
Okay,
You may have
I will be
closed the
sure that
audio.
you share sound, back in business, you present.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm excited for buddies after school.
Are you?
Yeah, cookies.
What is your favorite cookie? Cookie?
Just cookie.
Any kind of cookie?
Yeah, me too.
Same.
So that first one was showing that we can include everyone. And here's the next one.
The revolution is inclusion.
So both of these were aired on our school TV news channel. And so that runs every day. And every student sees that in the building. So it kind of raises awareness about Respect Week. So now with current circumstances, it's clear we can't do everything like we did in the past. And in place of signing our huge pledge poster, we've decided that we're going to make mini pledge sheets that each student can pick up, and we'll hang all of the signatures on the wall instead of having everybody meet and clump together and share pens to sign the pledge. Haley, you want to go?
Gotta figure where I'm at here. This one. Okay. Instead of being in person to film our inclusion commercials, we will meet on Zoom and film so that both online and in-person students can be part of the video.
And we will also have coloring sheets for students, and then we will hang those up around the building as well. But the coloring sheets will have what inclusion means to them. And then after they take a picture with their sheet, which is on the next slide, we plan on doing a massive collage of everybody together with their posters saying what inclusion means to them or how do they include others. And we're going to print it out big and we're going to put it in our large hallway so everybody can see.
Yes, and so now we'll quickly go through some fun and easy things that you can do during Respect Week to make it as successful as possible. And the first and easiest thing to do is decorate. So you can see we have streamers, balloons, signs, posters all over the school, all in the theme colors for that year. And that kind of brings everybody together in the school, raises awareness of what we're all doing out here,
This one?
and brings everybody together.
Okay, there you go. Another easy and fun thing to do is to have dress-up days. We hope to do a crazy sock day on Monday and Tuesday and wear on inclusion gear on Wednesday and Thursday. Done.
This was another fun little commercial.
Hey Linmar, it's Inclusion Week. Don't forget to be the eye and kind and respect everyone. Always choose to include.
All right, and so by doing all these activities and coming up with some fun ideas to get everyone involved, the message of inclusion and respect is spread. We get hundreds of signatures every year on our pledge, and we get feedback from a lot of students that they love the environment we create during Respect Week.
Wonderful.
I've lost my place.
Thank you.
Thank you for all
It's my
for
turn.
listening and watching our presentation. Say it.
We hope that we were able to share some fun ideas with everyone on how to celebrate Respect Week and get students involved in planning and activities of the week.
Wonderful. Thank you, ladies. That is exactly right. So what Haley just said at the very end is that they hope that with what they've shared is that this would be information and ways of encouraging you all at your schools to be able to be participating in planning for your Respect Week celebrations, which will be the very first week of March. So Grace, Emily, Haley, thank all three of you for joining and sharing and being part of this program again this month. So friends, we're going to continue on. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to show you a quick video about Bocce. And then we're going to start getting a little more moving and active here very soon. Let me get this pulled up real quick.
I do have it pulled up on mine, Brian. I'll just go ahead and share it from
If you've
my
already got it pulled
screen.
up. If you already got it pulled up, that'd be great. Okay,
Yep.
perfect.
Here it comes. And a lot of these, it's a lot of instructional rules about
You shut my door?
Bocce. It can be kind of a confusing game. So we thought a video would be a little bit a better way to deliver some of those traditional rules.
Ryan Coffey here with Special Olympics Iowa, Director of Unified Champion Schools, and I'm excited to have you once again involved in this month's monthly virtual program. We're going to introduce you to an exciting game that happens to be one of the most popular sports with Special Olympics Iowa, and it takes place at our summer games. This is a sport called Bocce, and what I've got here today to show you is I'm going to show you what a typical regulation size court looks like in dimensions, as well as what the bocce ball sets look like. So what you see here, friends, is a shortened version of a regulation size court where the length should be 30 foot long by 10 foot wide. Within our office, we've made it a little bit smaller just so it would fit in here so we could show it to you. But a typical regulation size would be 30 foot long and 10 foot wide. And I also want to show you some of these different imaginary lines. There's a cone right in front of me and across. Same thing, there's cones along here. These are very important cones and can be marked with other items. But for our case, we're going to imagine a line from this cone to that cone. Make an imaginary line from that cone to that cone. This is going to be called our front line, our midline, and then our back line. Come along with me again. That's our front line, our midline, and our back line right here. And these lines are pretty important, and you're going to learn about them in just a few moments when we talk a little bit more about the basic skills and basic rules of the sport. Now I'd like to show you the bocce ball sets. What we've got here is we've got a regulation size set where you actually have 4 of one color and 4 of another color. In our case, we got 4 red and 4 black. And then you've got this random little white ball here called the Polina. That will make sense here shortly when we talk a little bit more about the rules. But this here is a regulation size set that can be used for practice and competition. And for the competition, it could be used for individuals where you got one person playing against another person, or it could be done for doubles where you got 2 people playing against 2 other people. Right here, and this is actually what you all should be receiving for this program, is more of a practice bocce ball set where we actually have 2 of 3 different colors. We've got 2 blue, 2 red, and 2 yellow. This isn't really ideal for competition. This isn't what we would use for competition at Special Olympics Iowa, but this would be fine for you to be introduced to the sport as well as for you to just kind of learn more about the basic rules. Once again, you've got this little funny little white ball, that's called a Polina. And so this, friends, is what you should be receiving, and this is what we will be using in our program.
Hi everyone, my name is Lexi with Special Olympics Iowa. I'm your Unified Programs Coordinator here, and I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into the specific rules that you'll need to know starting out playing bocce ball. Like Brian said, you're going to have your game balls and you're going to have your Polina. I'm going to show you the rules with the traditional bocce ball set, and in the live program, we'll dive deeper into some activities you can use with the smaller balls that you all received. So the Polina will be the first ball to be tossed. Now, when you are standing in your bocce court, you're going to start behind that first imaginary line, okay? I'm going to set the game ball down, and now when I'm tossing the Polina, I want to give an underhand toss, and you're going to want to aim the ball to land between the midline right here and then the back line, okay? So sometimes it takes a few tries. I might need a few. So here's my first roll. And it looks like I'm going to make it. Perfect. Okay, so the Polina landed between the midline and the back line. So now I'm ready to start with my game ball, okay? Now, the objective of bocce ball is to try to get your team's bocce balls as close as you can to the Polina. And it looks like it's rolling a little bit too far, but that's okay. I'm going to try one more to get a little bit closer. Oh, I think the floor is uneven. That's okay though. We're going to jump a little bit into scoring now. Now that all of your bocce balls have been thrown, that's when you do your scoring at the end of each match. Now, look, when you score, you want to look at the Polina. You want to find the closest ball to the Polina, and that will be the team that wins points this match. Now, in this match, the red team would get 1 point because they have one ball that is closer to the Polina than the opposing team's closest ball. Now again, that's going to be because the red team has one ball that is closer than the closest of the opposing team. It can be a little bit confusing. Now for another example, we are going to throw another red ball in there. Let's say the red team also rolled this one in. Now, looking at this, the red team would be awarded 2 points because they have 2 bocce balls that are closer to the Polina than the opposing team.
Hi everyone. That was a really good explanation of bocce techniques. Our events are at the state games or summer games in May every year. We have bocce skills, bocce singles, and bocce team, which does include unified partners. For more information and rules, you can see our website. All right, everyone, thank you for joining us, and get your fun item to use as your Polina.
Okay, friends, are you all still with us? It looks like you are. Wonderful. Can you all hear me? Lexi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So at the very end of that video, you saw Dawn show us your Polina. And this is just a little fun little stuffed animal. I want to show you really quickly. In just a moment, we're going to introduce a few students to lead us in some stretches, but we're going to get active very soon. You should have all received, or should be receiving, if it's not there yet, your bocce ball sets. I know there is one school who theirs is still in transit, so you'll be getting it soon. But this is what you should be getting. If by chance you didn't receive yours, maybe you've got in your school building some tennis balls or softballs or something that you can use in place of that. But you should have this, and this is the little white Polina right there. But for today's activity, you also, if you wanted to, if you've got a little stuffed animal, or maybe you've got a water bottle, which we always emphasize is important, or maybe even your backpack, if you wanted to, just to make it fun, you could, when we get active, you can grab that little item to use, and we'll show you what that's going to be for shortly. I'm going to introduce some friends from Goodrell Middle School in Des Moines, and these are students who are going to lead us in our stretches today. So let's invite our friends Robert and Ariel from Goodrell Middle School to join us.
Good afternoon.
And you two might have to step a little bit closer to the screen. I believe you've got a teacher there who can help you determine. Yes, wonderful.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert. Good afternoon. My name is Robert, and I go to Goodrell. My partner is Ariel, and I go to Goodrell Middle School.
This is Ariel and Robert. And Ariel and Robert have a list of, I believe you've got some stretches that we spoke about earlier in the week. So if you would be able to maybe show us some of those, you can even just show us what to do and hold those stretches.
Take one arm down your shoulder, other one in order for 20 seconds.
And maybe you can count out nice and loud for us how long we're holding, and that would be wonderful.
And then take the other one, the same thing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Very good. I heard your voice there.
The next stretch we're going to do is neck rolls. So we put our head to our chest for 10 seconds. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Then we put our head to the side for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Then we put our head to the other side for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Then put our head up to the ceiling for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The next stretch we're doing is
next step we're going to do is top pull. Take one leg, put it up, hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9.
And if there's anybody there who can tilt your screen down so we can maybe see your lower legs, that would be wonderful. I believe what we're doing is yeah, very good.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now switch the leg.
Release and pull your other leg back.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our next exercise we're going to do is a toe stretch. Put one foot in front of the other, put your toes straight up in the air, and then you're going to lean back on your back leg, and we're going to count to 10, 9, 7, 6.
And these are toe stretches.
Toe stretches. 3, 2, 1. Okay. The next we're going to switch toes. We're going to bring your other toe out in front, point it to the sky. You're going to lean back on your back leg. We're going to count to 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our last stretch we're going to do for the day
is toe touches.
Toe touches. You're going to bend straight over and touch your toes. Bend your knees just slightly.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
2, 1. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Wonderful. Very good job. Good job, friends. Robert and Ariel, I believe that is correct, right? So
yes.
What all of you do is I'm actually going to go to a different part of the office, and I want you to all locate your items, okay? Your bocce ball items, or your fun item, or whatever that item might be.
Sarah, grab yours.
I am going to follow shortly behind Brian. We have set up our court in a way that we are able to be socially distanced and able to show you some activities.
Hi, Abs. How are you? Great. You're getting a tour of our office today, friends. So I believe you may, hopefully can still hear me. Is everybody still with me? This is our office area, and you saw in our video, our court that we have set up. So we're just going to share a few little fun practice activities that maybe each of you can do today or at home when you get home with your items. And so the first one we're going to do is I'm going to set up our little fake Polina here. And I'm going to get my bocce balls out. And I'm going to first start about 5 feet away. And can you all hear me fine still? And my objective is just going to be to simply practice rolling and hitting my Polina as much as I can until I run out. So far, I've rolled 2 and I've hit him once. I've hit him twice. I've hit him 3 times, 4 times. I've hit him 5 times. So what I would like to do is have all of you maybe do that with your Polina. Maybe you can find a spot in your room and you can just do that real quick, about 4 or 5 feet away. Let's spend a few minutes doing that. I'm going to do it once again. I'm going to use my little stuffed animal. You can use a water bottle. You could use a backpack. As you see, Lexi and I both are using little alligators. Good job, Lex.
Once you give that a try for a couple times, then I'll have you grab the Polina from your bocce set. And if you're able to, with the space that you have, you can set up those lines like you saw in our video and give the Polina a little toss. I'm going to start from back here just so you can see me. I'm going to roll the Polina. I'm going to stop it just so you can see it on the screen. And now, with your colorful bocce balls, try to roll the ball toward the Polina. And try that maybe 3 to 5 times.
Let's do that.
How are you doing, Brian?
What's that?
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm having a fantastic time. I got my little Polina out.
I think the floor is slanted.
It's possible.
That's why I'm not making them.
And so, friends, what we are introducing you to today is just a fun game, and it's an incredibly popular game through Special Olympics Iowa. It's an activity that there's competitions for at our summer games, and we enjoy it, and the athletes and Unified Partners definitely enjoy it. It's a game that can be done in a competitive manner, it can be done in a recreation manner, and it can also be done with Unified Partners. So that being said, we want to encourage you all to continue to participate in our programs and to continue to explore new sports opportunities.
Really quick question. Has anyone here ever played bocce ball, either at a Special Olympics event, at school? Just raise your hand if you, I see Ginger raising her hand. I see Haley. Okay, Autumn, I see you. That's awesome. Well, there's a lot of rules that go into the game, so we will be sure that we will be sending all of these resources. We will send that video that we showed. Sometimes we know it can lag, so we'll be sure everyone has those resources, and as well as the usual monthly activity sheet for you all. You'll definitely receive all of those items, so you're able to do all of these activities on your own at home or at school. Brian?
So, yes, I am curious if there are any questions. Do any of you, do any of the students or any teachers have any questions from Lexi or I about Unified Champion Schools, about our program, about Inclusion Week or Respect Week that's coming up? Just any information that we've discussed today. Are there any questions from any of you?
I do see Ginger put in the comments, Ginger is a rock star over from Linn-Mar High School, and she added that they play bocce on their football field or at a park. Who wins the point gets to throw the white ball in any direction in any distance for the next round. That is awesome. That is really a great idea and a good way to get people moving, too, I'm sure.
That is fun. That's cool. Okay, friends. Well, we appreciate all of you for participating and joining us and being part of the program. I think that's going to wrap it up for the day. We'll see you again.
Yes, continue to stay moving and stay active, and be sure to share ideas with us for Respect Week. If you would like any, if you want to share your idea, we are open ears. We're happy to hear them. So keep on doing awesome things, and we are excited to see what happens out of Respect Week this year.
Absolutely. Goodbye, friends. Thank you. We'll see you again next month for what I believe will be athletics. Goodbye.
Get ready to run.
Yes.